قال الله ودلا Yahweh Bashem Yoshai Bashem Kakodesh. I will honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach water. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Here we have an excerpt from a brother in the chat group. And he posted a photo with an article. Right, so run through it, precepts, and I'll go straight to the point. Apparatus. It says Amazon plans to robotize 75% of its operations, translating to more than 600,000 people Amazon will ultimately replace with robots, right? This is 600,000, so you know what? I'm gonna Slovakia. Let's bear with me a moment. Yeah, so I just Google how much is 600,000 as a percentage of the United States. What is this? Nobody wanna ask you nothing. Anyhow, alright, so they get a whole working out, and basically, 600,000 people is approximately 0.175 of America's projected 2025 population. Right, so that is how they would probably look at it and say that not even 1% of the population we saying, right, because less than 1%. However, we all know with 600,000 go mainly consist of Jakes meaning, Israelites, people who under the curses, people who are, basically the children of Israel, right? It could be the Negroes, some Latinos who probably legal, who actually just want to, better themselves, some Mexicans, however, people who didn't take schooling probably well and the basic factory workers and them kind of thing, which makes up, Jake makes up the majority of that sector, right? So more or less it will be 600,000 Jakes on the breadline there, alright? If we get my first precept, it could be Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19, 14 and 15. It says, Yahweh hath mingled up of his spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Yeah, that was the spirit, but make them err, make them make errors in every work. So as much as they think they're progressing, they will inevitably regress or inevitably fail. Alright? That is what is written for them. They will fail. Verse 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. You understand? It wouldn't have any labor. You understand? And this ties into what? This ties into that ultimate UBI. Universal basic income. Alright? Where, alright, this major percentage, because it will escalate, it will climb, because it says robotics, you feel this one sector would, robotics would stick to this one sector. No, it could eventually end up in almost all sectors minimizing the human interaction, or the human interface rather, right? They could have robots doing precision surgeries, cooking, as chefs all in the hospitality industry, like, my earthly father went away to America, and the wait staff in the restaurant he was dining in was robots. It wasn't humans. Normally, you get somebody out your food and drink. No, this was robots. Come and roll up to your table and you just take it off the rack and whap, that is you there. Alright. So yeah, so now we're seeing it implementing more mainstreamly in other sectors. Alright, that were heavily reliant on human interface, so to speak. Alright. So the labor Egypt will fail. Alright, it will fail. So the next precept is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 7. No, it's not Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 7. It's not this one. No, that is Sirach. It's supposed to be Sirach if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I was saying Ecclesiasticus, which is also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 14 and verse 7. And if he do it good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last end, he will declare his wickedness. So he go say he doing good, it go boost the economy because we going to ship out more money, ship out more stuff faster, more precisely, less hiccups. So on, they go make all kind of excuse at the end of the day. Oh, robots don't need. It go help the private sector to boost the economy because robots don't need day off, they don't need breaks, they don't need to pay like these things like well at least down here we have NIS, which is national insurance, right? Which is deducted out your pay, so you get NIS when you get older and you retire and so on and so forth. You get a monthly, more or less a monthly, a monthly package or a stipend if you would, right? Of a certain amount, because you have to make a certain amount of contributions during your working lifetime, your working lifespan rather, right? So they have to pay like them kind of taxes, health surcharge, no workman's compensation. And if one of them break down, you either replace it or you pay money to fix it and you're back up and running. You know? You have to worry about them getting sick and hey, my wife take ill or my child had an accident or there was a family emergency. I know family that once it have power, it working. And it could work 24/7 around the clock. Right? So they're going to bring it across as something that is a greater good. For America, 'cause we boy, Mr. Donald Trump, aka Nuro, his slogan is "Make America Great Again." Right? This how they're going to put it across. Right? So you go come across as if he's doing good, but in the latter end, they will declare his wickedness, which is that UBI where you have to take through what the MOTB. Right? You say, not to worry, we have something in store for you all. Every month, all you get a little stipend to survive. This, that, and the other. Not knowing it tied into what the digital ID so they could monitor what you're saying, what you're doing. And all right, this is what you said on Facebook, or this is what you said on this social media platform. We lessening down on your UBI for this month. So, as a means of control, population control again, right? Control society, you know. I'm my last precept. Uh, the second is just 15. Which verse in 15? 18 and 19. Alright, it is right. The second is just 15, 18 and 19. It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Yeah, men go be afraid that the times are coming. They will be so fucking afraid when they see the brutality and the draconianism, for lack of a better word, of the government. How actually moving without regard to human, I don't even know how to put it, to human, basically to care about the people, Jed, without regard for human well-being or life. You understand? And everything they're going to put it across like is a help to you. And knowing this to the detriment is not to nothing good. Alright? Verse 19 it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great what tribulation." And this is what we coming down to here. The lack of bread will hit the land like a fucking bomb, an atom bomb. And they say men who with swords will come in your place and take your things by. Whether it be your wife, whether it be your children, whether it be your fucking actual goods. Like, you know what I mean? Your goods, your flour, your meat, whatever. Whatever you think you have stored up. You know what I mean? For a rainy day, they will read you on that rainy day and go with it. You understand? Scripture say, why have no pity on it. And no pity upon the neighbor, so like, yeah. Alright? And that is just what it is. That is what it's coming to. And we're seeing that due to the so-called advancement in technology, that is what it will end up leading to. Alright? So once again, I just hope it was edifying to the spirit and power of the Bashim Shai Bashim Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom.